Welcome, everybody, to the Notorious OTB, brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. And folks, as always,
it's all good, baby. It was all a dream.
We used to read Blood Horse magazine. I got my Cuban.
Yes, Cuban B.
And I'm your host, Chase Sessoms, the Wolf of Oaklawn.
I'd rather be trapped than lazy. Don't care what they say, I'ma do what pays me.
It happens every year about this time. Weaklings act like they lost their mind. Alphas reclaim the neighborhood. Rob the sheep and all the wolves eat good.
Yes. Welcome to the show. You've heard it because you've been watching all week multiple times. Barry's at the Breeders' Cup because he, in fact, has got it like that. But I've got, I'm going to say, a replacement of equal value with Sara Elbadwi joining me here from, you might know her from Talking Horses, America's Day at the Races.
And what the fuck are you doing on TV anyhow? You know, I get calls from back home every fucking day. They think you went batshit.
Speaking of batshit, Sara, happy Halloween. I'm so glad that we get to do a Halloween episode.
It's Halloween. It's apparently someone's birthday that's watching. It's Breeders' Cup Friday. It's a great day around overall, and excited to be here for fair market value trade for Barry Spears, who's over at the Breeders' Cup. And we even finally on day 3 got the color coordination going on.
Yeah, look at that. We're all into the
we're
yeah. So, real quick question for you.
Okay.
This is gonna be a pretty quick episode, but do you have a favorite Halloween costume all time that you did?
That I've done?
Yeah.
You know those inflatable ones that have like the battery pack inside that's like constantly circulating air. So I was an inflatable shark one year.
Oh,
and it was a year that I was bartending, and I had to like tie an apron around the middle of the shark so I could actually move around the bar and not have the bottom half of me also be inflated. And I tell you, making drinks inside an inflatable shark, not easy, but I still managed to do it.
You made me Dom DeLuise laugh with that word.
I'll send you a video after.
So my wife and I, before we were married, we went to a Halloween party, and we've done couples costumes before. It was during the Occupy Wall Street, protest, and instead of being the 99, we were the 1. We were the 1%. So we had like parasols, dressed up. I was wearing an ascot. We were just throwing Monopoly money around. The people who had the party hated us because they were finding Monopoly money all over the place. We got Junior Mafia popping off in the chat. He's a real one. Pope Jugs here says, I'm going as Rick Vaughn, the Wild Thing, Charlie Sheen in Major League. Well, that works. That works for me. I think that's a pretty good one if you got the frame glasses. Well, guys, enough of that. It's the Halloween episode of the Notorious OTB, and what we're doing today is a horse racing equivalent of handing out full-size candy bars. That's right. Sara and I have our very best bets for today at the Breeders' Cup. We have our very best bets for tomorrow at the Breeders' Cup. We have our very best bets for today and tomorrow at the Breeders' Cup. We've gone through our picks for both days and found the one that we love most as our very best bets for these cards. Let's get after it. I'm going to pull up some past performances here. We both have our best bet coming out of race 9, the 8.5 furlong, $2 million Breeders' Cup Juvenile. I'm playing as my best bet the exacta 7 with 8. I settled on Brant over Ted Nafi in this exacta in this spot because this is the most confident I am on what should be a difficult card, a 2-year-old juvenile Breeders' Cup races. And I'm putting Brant on top because I think we might see something ridiculous after he ran that 101 buyer, taking a step back after the 101 buyer, running a 91, but with a race I think you can draw a line through. If you can draw a line through it, then I think you can. You really don't have to squint very hard to see Brant and see a little bit of value there. So Ted Nafi, he's won at the distance, but dropped a point in the speed figure department. I'm gonna have to see if this horse can step forward after shipping across country. I think Ted Nafi, if not first, will finish second. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take the swing and burp my coffee a few more times. And with Brant and Ted Nafi, with Brant on top, Ted Nafi in second in my exacta. Sara, what are you doing in this here race with your best bet?
Well, I feel like a lot of the times when we get to talking about best bets, I end up going for the prices that I usually do, or try to find those horses that can outrun their odds. And if you want something a little bit spicier and a little bit more kicked up a notch, that's a great cue to go on over to the other episodes that we recorded yesterday and the day before, because this is not going to be as creative. I'm actually going to stick to the sort of generalized best bet type of idea. And I think that Ted Noffey's the likeliest winner on the card on Friday. I like that he already has the 2-turn experience. I like that he's one that has progressively taken a step forward, even though he regressed by a buyer speed figure point in his last start, winning that Breeders' Futurity. And I just sort of question whether or not Brant really wants to go further. Look, he has the fastest number overall in that maiden victory, but he is one that, as you mentioned, he took that step backwards by 10 buyer points last time. And I just sort of don't know if he's going to be one that ultimately improves with getting more distance. I like the outside post for Ted Noffey. I like that we've seen him sit close and pass other horses. And so my best bet on the Friday card is for Ted Noffey to win the juvenile.
There we go. I feel like either way, one of us is going to win this race. It's either you're going to get the Ted Noffey on top, or I'm going to be able to get the Brant Ted Noffey exacta. I feel like we've got this race pretty well surrounded, as I would say. By the way, Pope Jugs did send me a photo of the frames, and they've got like a skull and crossbones in the nose piece. So that's pretty. As someone who takes pride in his frames, I say that's a pretty baller move there. So thank you to all of Junior Mafia for watching and popping off in the chat. Love to see it. All right, let's move to Saturday. I'm going to have to do another share screen thing again. Let's see. We'll pull it up. Listen, you look at Biggie while I do it, you know? Here we go. There we go. Next play on Saturday. Mine is going to be race 9. We're talking the $7 million Breeders' Cup Classic. My best bet here is going to be a win on number 5, Forever Young, at 6-1. I think that the lack of early pace is really going to make all the difference in this race. And it seems to me like I think even Sovereignty would have had a tough time in this, because there's just not much to run into. Sometimes good horses can outrun pace scenarios. I know that, but I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take the swing on the horse that I think is going to be out on the front end winging it. And because I don't think that anyone wants to go with him. And I think that he might be able to set some Charmin soft fractions perhaps. And maybe if not go gate to wire, then be like stalking that early pace, maybe make a little bit of a middle move to blow by in the on the lead. And it's only a matter of time, Sarah. It is only a matter of time before the Japanese start winning the biggest races in America. And this Saturday may be the best chance to win a marquee race with the Breeders' Cup Classic. And I'll tell you what, the first time a Japanese horse wins like a Kentucky Derby, a Breeders' Cup Classic, whichever, it's going to be me who has that ticket in his pocket, because I've been just picking Japanese horses for what feels like years now. Sarah, what are you doing for your Saturday best bet? And do you have any thoughts on Forever Young before we move on?
Oh, I think we see the pace of this race a little bit differently overall, but I think that he's a major contender, and I agree. He's run well in the U.S. I wouldn't hold it against him that he has yet to secure that first victory here, because he's shown up every time that we have seen him pretty much overall, not only in the U.S. So revised morning line with Sovereignty out. He was 7-2, I believe, on the line, or maybe under 5-1. But at the same time, you're still going to get a horse that is the 3rd, 4th choice overall in the field. For me, it's another horse that I think is going to be a short price, and that's Nisos in the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile. He only has that one loss in his career. It was a race where he was still finishing quickly to dead heat for 2nd behind Mindframe, with Banishing in that Churchill Downs, that grade 1, when he was coming off of a significant layoff as well. And he has shown up in ways that we have those 3 triple-digit buyer speed figures. We have him coming in as a short price in here. And I think that he may not even be the shortest price that he has been throughout his career. He's talented. He's tactical. I just did not see the huge case for somebody against him. So again, there's some prices and some long shots and some more value in other episodes of the podcast this week. But for this one, best bet on Saturday, likeliest winner, I think, will be Nisos.
I have no opposition to taking winners. I feel like you never go broke making a profit, and you're going to turn a little bit of a profit if you hit that win bet. So I'm cool with it. I'm completely cool with it, Sarah. That's it, guys. We've done our best bets. We have put in a big week of work. I got to say big thank you to you, Sarah, for being able to jump on and do these shows in the afternoon and in the morning. I thank you so much because you're one of my best friends and I appreciate it so much. Let's recap some picks.
You're my best friend that I've never met, I will say.
I have so many. You are my best friend that I've never met also. So that works out too. This summer we'll make it happen. This coming summer, I guess. All right. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to wrap it up. Friday and Saturday. We got two, Friday and Saturday. We're in a real combination Pizza Hut, Taco Bell sort of situation here. So Friday, race 9, I'm playing that exacta ice cold 7 with 8. And then Saturday, also in race 9, playing a win on the number 5, Forever Young. Sarah, go ahead.
Yeah, on Friday, I think the likeliest winner on the card is Ted Noffey in that Breeders' Cup Juvenile for Todd Pletcher. So that's number 8, straight win bet. And then Saturday, win bet on the number 3 in the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile. That is Nisos for Bob Baffert.
There we go. Look at us, just Bob. I'm proud to say that 90% of the time I'm betting against Bob Baffert, and look at us just going full on Bob Baffert fans with our picks. I don't know. It's a weird year, 2025, I guess, is the answer.
Sometimes you got to pick the horse that looks like the likeliest winner, regardless of what the connections might be, whether it's high profile connections, whether it's low profile connections. I try to always assess the horse as an individual and think about who's going to be riding and who's training afterwards.
Not me. I spite fade. I just fade because I don't like people. Neb says, cheers,
I don't like
guys.
people in general either, but then I would be having a lot of crazy decisions if that was my way of going about things.
I do all of the AI art, and this is just quick before we log off here. The reason I started doing it because I was trying to make a image of Bob Baffert sitting on the shitter, eating chicken nuggets and smoking a cigarette. And I still have yet to make this white whale of an image, but I'll figure it out someday. The AI is getting better,
I think in a weird way, you kind of owe Bob a thank you for this creative passion that you've discovered and really been able to cultivate into something that is so important to you on a daily basis, and even has become important in my life when I've been like, Chase, I need AI of whatever. So, you know what? Thanks, Bob Baffert, for that, because
thanks.
In a roundabout way, he made something beautiful happen.
If there's no Bob Baffert, there's no South Wegasus, like we did in the spring with the purple Western wear Pegasus.
Yeah,
well,
there's
guys,
no Universe Goose. I mean,
Cosmic Goose. Cosmic Goose is a winner. I need to make myself a Cosmic Goose shirt. Guys, that's it for us. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. It very much is a labor of love, so we love seeing people say they appreciate it. All right, we are out. Everybody have a happy and safe Halloween. Enjoy the Breeders' Cup. Let's make that money. And in honor of Barry, we're going to roll out with this clip. We love you. Bye-bye.
Hey, don't rub on that. You block that.